Well, grand rising to all of you, my family and friends, and of course, welcome to Ilana Monet's Motivational Moment. Before I start, I must do my salutations. Abaragani, Assalamu alaikum, Ikadaru. Now that I've done all of my salutations, let's get into the meat of the message for today. Today we're going to talk about the 6 human needs. This is what every human wants or desires down deep. Some of them you'll know that they want it. Others you will not. You have to get to know your partner, or you have to get to know yourself. Or you have to get to know your ship, whatever friendship it is, family ship, kinship, friendship, whatever ship it is. You're going to have to get to know that person. So, what do you want to do? The first and foremost common answer is the need for certainty. Certainty. Certainty is the need to avoid pain and ideally find some comfort. That's why this is the most basic needs that we all have, a survival mechanism. We have to have certainty to even function in our daily lives. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt uncertain about something that was really important, like your health or the health of your loved ones? How about uncertainty about your job, or whether you're going to make enough money to make ends meet? When our sincerity is threatened, it is difficult to think clearly. Where we are uncertain about some things, that means nothing else function. Now, we can try to find certainty, but we all go about it differently. Some people get certainty by establishing a routine. Some people get it by lowering their expectations and saying, I will get what I want. Others get by trying to control everything and everyone. And still others get certainty through faith and prayer. Every single person has his own way of meeting this basic need. The question is, are you meeting your needs for certainty in a way that is empowering or disempowering to you? Everyone prioritizes the human needs differently, but you will have the power to choose what you focus on. Now, certainty is very important because you have to have something to stand on. You have to have a foundation. And without that foundation, you will actually just be waving in the wind because you don't know where you are. You don't know where you're going. You have no clue of what you've been through. So you don't know how to proceed. And a lot of times when you don't know how to proceed, you lash out. You lash out at others. You lash out doing different things. You act out. So there are often ways that you can find if you're having struggles or problems you have to find a base, a foundation. Now the Word of God is a great foundation. But a lot of people don't go to that. They go to other different things. They go to their money. But even in the Bible, it says a fool shall depart from his money. So you have to be patient, or at least work toward getting to the next goal and having a strong foundation. And number 2 is I can't even say. Number 2 is significance. The answer to why do we do things isn't straightforward. The 6 human need that we can appear to conflict with each other is we don't just crave certainty. We also crave uncertainty. So we need a variety of things. We need to make sure that we are connected, not only spiritually, physically, and mentally, but we need to make sure that the people that we connected to are moving the same way that we are. The problem with certainty is that once we have it in every aspect, we get bored. Our passions is found in the realm of uncertainty or variety. Now, variety creates excitement for us. That is what adventure is. It makes us feel alive. It makes us, as we need surprises in our lives because that's what helps us grow. But just like our needs of certainty, we also strive to meet our needs of variety in many different ways, natural and bad, or neutral and bad. Some people find variety in drugs, in doing drugs. Others will do it by overeating. Some extreme sports. Others get variety from conversations with someone they find interesting or by setting new goals. But still, others get variety by having a big problem. There's a million ways to get there's many ways to get it. The only question is, what is your way, and is it helping or hurting you? So when you go into this step of variety, you really need to understand that differences make the world go round. There's no cookie cutter answer to anybody's question. Everybody's question has validity and meaning. You just have to find how it affects and move in your life. The next one is significance. The third need is significance. We all have the need to feel that our lives is significant, that our lives are important, unique, and in a very special way. In an intimate relationship, if your partner ever starts thinking something or someone is more important than you, then that will imitate serious pain. That someone could be your child, a mother, a father, your coworker, or even an outside party. And the instance that this happens, as soon as someone feels like something else is more significant than them, that is when the relationship starts to break down. Outside of an intimate relationship, there are unlimited ways that people can find significance in their lives. And those ways can be productive, neutral, or destructive. For example, if you meet your needs for significance by giving more than anyone else, by finding your uniqueness, by making a difference in the world, there is no downside to that, or upside, only upsides. To find an organization that's passionate about and offers up your time or resources to help it succeed. The power of generosity and compassion can change the world. And right now we need that more than ever, especially with the regime that we have above us now. But what about those resorts to violence? Someone points a gun at you. How significant are you in their life right now? Are they life and death significant? Violence is the fastest and cheapest way to get a feeling of significance from others. Unfortunately, it destroys the person using it and victimizes the one that's involved. But violence can also, violence has been around our entire humanity's history. It's been around forever. Unless we realize this and make a conscious change. When you're thinking about why you do what you do, consider how you meet your needs for significance. Do you work harder than anyone else? Do you know more about sports than anyone? Do you dress uniquely or have more earrings or tattoos than anyone? Do you buy certain brands? Do you buy certain luxury cars? What do you have more? Do you have more education or more diplomas than anyone else? There are a million ways to be significant. What's yours? The next one is the love and connection. Why do people do what they do? Throughout history, the answer has been love. The problem with the need of significance is that it needs to have it needs to be different than anyone else's. And just in that way that we need a force of certain reveals that we have variety, and the need of significance reveals that we have love, or we need the love and connection. People find connection through friendships, sports, or community. Other people get it through pets or arts. Some prefer meditation or being in nature. Some get it through faith, and others through prayer. Some people find connection through sex, even when it's meaningless. Some experiences during illnesses when others attend to them. Some get it by creating problems. For example, if you give your child attention for anything good, he will do something bad to get that attention or see what you do about it. Adults do the same thing, but often in a more dramatic and more painful way, like through resorting to illegal or harmful behaviors. Or what about when you're doing well in your life, but you tell people a different story? You put a negative spin on something that in order to make them feel better. That is just another example of how we meet our needs for connections. But in this way, you are taking powers away from yourself just to make someone else feel more connected to you, which is ultimately destructive to your positive state. The trigger for many people wondering, why do I do the things I do, is that they are unhappy in their relationships. Here's the thing. Most people settle. They settle for connections because love is scarce to them or scared to them. But connection is like crumbs that compare to true love. True love is absolutely joy, comfort, and passion. On the scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10. Where are you? Most people are around a 4 or a 5, or a 4 or a 6. They aren't really happy, but they aren't unhappy either. And they're not unhappy enough to change or make the situation better. The next one is growth and contribution. Growth and contribution. The fourth step is critical. They are essential. They always find a way to meet each other's needs. But some of them alone will not fulfill you. You are truly wanted to be fulfilled, then you must meet the needs you must meet the needs of these final two needs, growth and contribution. These are the needs of your spirit. These are not meant in religious sense, but the sense that you are who you are to the core. If you're not growing, then you are dying. If you are not growing, you are dying. Now, I'm going to put a pin right here. A lot of times we progress, we move up, but the child inside of us continues to be that child. So you have to make sure that you go in and you heal the child that's within, so that you can become a well-rounded person, so that you can become whole and content within yourself. There is no such thing as a plateau or comfortable, even state. If your relationship is not growing, it is dying. If your business is not growing, it is dying. Where do you stand? Take an honest assessment of your life and ask yourself, what are you doing? Are you growing or are you stagnant? What areas are you growing in your life? What areas are you dying in your life? And how does it make you suffer? Contributions will give you life meaning. When we give beyond ourselves, we live in a world of abundance and compassion. That is why it's always said that the secret of living is giving. When is the last time that you contribute freely to another person or cause outside of yourself? How did it make you feel? What do you do when you do what you do? And even on the opposite side of the spectrum, why do you continue to be a part of something that you're not welcome to? If someone or something has told you, look, you're not what I want, I am moving in another direction. And even within jobs, they'll say that they're moving in another direction. That means they're not moving the way that you're moving. Let it go. Move on. Knowing your worth, knowing what you bring to the table, knowing who you are to the core, helps you navigate through this thing called life. Life is not easy, and nor is it cookie cut, but life is worth living. You can find all of my talks on my YouTube channel, Elonda Monet Hatter. You can always find me there. You find all of my talks. including my travel business. Oh, just to let you know, I am still a travel agent, and I still do have my travel business. And I am in search of partners. I am in search of people who want to link up with me, and let's go and travel and see the world. So I'm going to give you more information on that as well. So just to let you know, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. I love you, but God loves you more. And remember, I'll see you at the top because, honey, the bottom is way too crowded. Peace.